All right, welcome back, guys. It's Butters. I'm doing one more set here with this team that I really liked. Five. Here's the Icy Wind. So, Lapras is weak to fighting in front. You've got two relatively complementary Pokemon to that in the back, especially Goon, because Escav can put the hurt in on Goon. Well, they are going to get two, thanks to that nice little bit of lag, they are going to get two Icy Winds in before I get to my 8 turn, or my 8 Icy Wind Skull Bash, or Ice Shard Skull Bash. So it takes 8. Oh, they let it go through. That was nice. So they're just going to keep debuffing me, which is annoying. Oh, and they swatched to Lucario. Lucario is weak to punching, and they only went to 5, which means that this should be a power-up punch. And that is not going to be enough. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I'm going to shield this, but I'm going to have a ton of energy. I just wanted to have... Oh, that did hurt. All right. I'm going to throw the Mega Horn at the Dugong. Let's see if Dugong shields. They do shield, so they have now... Ooh, and they waste their energy too. That's great. So, Ice type in front. I would say Dragalge's one of its weaknesses is another Ice type. And I'm assuming there is no Ice type in the back. So we're going to find out, unless they shield again, what they have in the back. Oh, and it's Stunfisk. Stunfisk is actually bad for me. I'm going to force them to use their energy. It's going to take... I'm going to hit it for super effective. It's just building up on energy right now. If I force them to shield... All right, yeah. One. They, I'm sure, have another Mud Bomb coming. I'm going to let the first one through. It's going to be close because I do have... Oh, yes, a discharge. I think they tried to somehow bait me, which makes no sense. That was wonderful. So I knew I could survive at least one Mud Bomb, and their fast moves weren't going to do much. But this sealed the deal right there. All right, and with a shield, I could take that one to the house. So this team, since starting out 0-2, and I think I screwed the first matchup because I saw a Crustle, and I know that fighting types don't do well against Crustle, so I threw in the Escav, but the thing, the struggle is that Escav is a little glassy in the Great League, and it is, whereas most fighters resist rock, Escav's bug typing would give it a weakness to rock, but the steel typing offsets that. So it's neutral to rock, but those rocks, those smackdowns, they add up pretty quickly, and the rock blasts would have hurt. So it was what it was. They shielded. I shielded. They got to their second move faster than me, and I was hoping the counters would do more against Crustle, and they just didn't. Thinking back on it, I should have absolutely gone into Dragalge. Dragalge has Aqua Tail, which would hit for super effective after four Dragon Tails, and the Dragon Tails themselves would add up because there's no resistance there. So I think Dragalge should have been the move, and Dragalge could have survived at least one Rock Blast, I think. But it is what it is. So going into it, Lapras. So then when building your teams, you want to make sure that the Pokemon in the back are complementary to the Pokemon in front. And in this case, I'm weak to Goon. Lapras is weak to Goon. Lapras is not really weak to Frostlass. So let's see how they play this out. Oh, and they bring in Drapion. Okay. I'm going to stay... gonna throw. They went right for the crunch, and they didn't get. I'm gonna no shield this, and I'm gonna go right into Dragalge. That hurt. So Lapras is funny. It's actually Lapras isn't. The surfs would add up against. Oh, and they shield. That's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. They go for another crunch here. I'm gonna eat the crunch and actually go for 2 more Aqua Tails or 2 more Dragon Tails. See, they just fire off those Poison Stings. Poison Sting was buffed to now generate as much energy as Mudshot's a Mudshot clone now. All right, so now they come in and they have their Frostlass, but Frostlass still does not like my Aqua Tails. And if they try to hard farm me, let's see what happens. Oh, they're going to be able to hard farm me, but look how much damage I've done to that Frostlass. So, they really can't hit me with avalanches here. It's going to be Shadow Balls. I'm going to... And you cannot build up to 2 Shadow Balls. So, that's the second Shadow Ball coming, and I don't think we CMP tied, so I'm hoping here that I can... Yeah, we didn't. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have to eat an avalanche on this Escav, but it is resisted. It's probably going to do 60% of my health, but that's okay. I saved the Lapras. Oh, that's not so bad. I went right for the Mega Horn there. It's the bigger energy move. Hopefully I catch it off guard. Oh, yes! And and oh, that was great. I think they were expecting a drill run, and they certainly can tank a drill run, but you can see Mega Horn does a lot of damage if it's not resisted. And if it's super effective, it'll probably one-shot certain Pokemon. So that was great. So that's why I chose Escav, because I wanted a couple things. I wanted something that could threaten Registeel. I wanted something that could not be too weak to Hypno, although Fire Punches will probably nearly one-shot it. And I wanted something that could not be necessarily weak to Univin Stunfisk, which the other 2 Pokemon are weak to. So I think that so far it seems to be working out in my favor. Really like the Escav addition to this team. I feel like I've seen some vids that have said Escav is, kind of a secret weapon in the Remux Cup, and I'm not disagreeing at this point. I've struggled against some Escavs. Frostlass you saw that avalanche didn't do as much damage, so this is a great lead. Obviously, they're flying. I'm shooting ice. They go right into Celio. I'm going to go right into my puncher. Celio has really only one move, which is Body Slam. Body Slams are going to be resisted, so because of the steel typing. So they do some damage there, but I am going to use my energy here. I don't know how they're feeling if they're going to shield. They probably know that they're not going to win this matchup, but we'll get some counters through at the end. We'll take another Body Slam, get 2 counters off, probably 2 more counters, and this guy's out of the way. Golbat's a little tougher. I don't have as much to do against Golbat, so need to watch the energy on that Golbat, but Dragalge also faces off pretty well with Golbat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So this move, I don't know, this move is probably double resisted, but Drill Run is also double resisted, so I might as well go with the Nuke. Didn't do that much, but... So they are pretty close to what I believe is a Shadow Ball, but they're not going to be able to stay in, and they're going to have to take some serious damage or expend some serious shields if they want to try to take on this Lapras. So, which is really They must be at the Shadow Ball now. I get an Ice Shard through. They've used a shield. Might as well use my shield. If they have any head on their shoulders, oh, they're going to kind of go for it. 2, 3. So now they're going for the Shadow Ball. And I have such an advantage on health right now that I have a healthy Dragalge, and yeah, they have the Dugong. That's troublesome. So I'm going to wait for them to Icy Wind me, and then I'll go in with Dragalge, and oh, that was just, I think I can just take them now with Lapras. So I don't want to swap out a Lapras now, because now I've got the Skull Bash boost and I've hit them with the damage. Doesn't even matter. If that I do not know why they. I guess they were thinking maybe I was baiting, but I don't bait that much. When I do bait, I always feel like I get screwed. All right, I'm gonna throw one more Ice Shard, swap into Dragalge, and just farm them down. They just threw a Shadow Ball, if you recall. Oh, I'm lagging. This should give them some life. Oh, well, I lagged just enough to kill them. There, you know. So I will survive this Icy Wind, not by much. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's not so bad. And Dragalge, strong enough to close out the match, even though I had a Surf loaded on Lapras to come back. So after a couple Icy Winds, that debuff, the attack debuff that Icy Wind does, starts to add up. And so you really, the best play there is to save up a move or two and get out. And in this case, I had such a strong advantage where I had a healthy Dragalge, a Lapras that they couldn't really do much or threaten. And so swapping to Dragalge as the sack, even if Dragalge went down, I would come back to Lapras, I would have a Surf loaded, and there was no way they were coming back from not shielding that move. So, all right, let's do it. So now we're moving into, I think, match 4 of this set. B Money, go. Let's go B Money. Ariados. So this is favorable. Ariados has Cross Poison and Lunge. Typically the moves are. Lunge will hurt. That was too fast, I think, to be anything but Cross Poison. Oh, it was Lunge. Lunge does hurt, see? And my attack fell. See what they do. I'm going to take another Lunge and then shield. And then I'm going to swap her to Dragalge. So I don't like being debuffed. I don't like trying to... Oh, that's a Cross Poison. Okay. 1, 2... Oh, they came in with Driftwind. Driftwind can be bad. So Driftwind runs Icy Wind as well. Icy Wind can debuff. They can also run Shadow Ball. Either way, I need a shield. And there's no real incentive for them to... I think they just burned their second shield. So I have a lot of energy. Icy Wind did hurt my attack, but I wasn't counting. Should have been 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. So this will hurt. This is probably going to take me out, which is okay. Lapras will come in and farm some energy. They bring back... Ooh, I actually get the pick of the litter this time. Okay, so I'm winning switch. I thought that Icy Wind would take me out, and it didn't, and then the Hex was left over. So, okay, Crustle. So we had this situation before. I am almost to a Surf. Surf will be very good. I'm going to go with the Surf. All right, so I took I sacrificed Lapras's health a little bit to take one smackdown there. Went right into Escav. Not much they could do. It lagged. I don't know if the lag was on me or them, but Ariados doesn't have much they can do against Escav. And so this team is playing out really, really kind of the way I envisioned it, even though I lost the first couple matches. And I'm really like that. The Lapras in front, I've had a lot of favorable leads. I saw that one surf-etched. I obviously lost to that one. Couldn't bounce back on the switch, but wait. Oh, 4 out of 5. It gave me the prompt as if there wasn't another match to go. Thought I was almost certain that was only 4 matches, but right now rocking a 4-0. Like this team. I wish I had a better Lapras, but as you can see, I mean, all it would really give me, a little bit of different IVs would give me 1 power up. It's not the hugest difference. Maybe it could mean the difference of a breakpoint or 2, but I'm not. Is this the same guy? Who knows? He's gonna probably go for the lunge right away, like he did last time. Yeah, I didn't know you can get to lunge so quickly. I guess Poison Sting really does a ton of damage. Or sorry, ton of energy gained. Oh, Olola Mola. All right, so what do I want to do here? I'm going to go into this guy. He's weak, but he does resist. I'm going to go right to the Mega Horn. They're going to go for the Psychic. What do I do? I'm going to shield. The Mega Horn will hurt. So they have 2 waterfalls. They have 5 more to go, which is 15 turns. They do block. 2, 3. So I get to my move. I don't think this will take it out, but it's gonna do some damage. Oh, it does take it out. Switch is 1, my friends. Escav, clutch. So Lapras still has energy, so they're going to try to take this guy out quickly. Ariados, his bug and poison typing double resists my counter, so my counters aren't going to do anything. My drill run did threaten it significantly. Do they get the energy boost? No, or the attack boost? They do not. So I come in, I am 2 surfs away from another surf, or 2 ice shards away from a second surf. 1, 2. All right, so now we're going into the last matchup. I wanted to get that off before they lunged me because I hate lunge. All right, so let's see what they got in the back. All right, they have a Drapion. That is actually great. Do they quit? They quit. Escav Lapras rocking the 5-0. That is great for my elo. Well, I will take it. All right. Oh, I'm catching things. I'm still on video. All right. So folks, recap there. I'm going to go back to the team in a second. I always like to check my drowsies because for 2 reasons. 1, you never know when you're going to get a good PvP drowsy. I also shiny check my Wobbuffets, but I don't usually catch them because I just don't care. So again, I built that team, and it took me a while to think about what I wanted to do. I really did want to run the Shadow Lapras, and I wanted to pair it with something that I thought was complementary. And, I thought Dragalge would be a good complement to offset the fighting, or the fighting users who threaten Lapras. The problem with Dragalge is that Dragalge is a poison type and is weak to ground moves. So Unova Stunfisk threatens both of them. And so I needed something that wasn't weak to Unova Stunfisk. I also needed something that didn't kind of share a double weakness with either of them. So, Lapras is weak to rock Lapras is weak to electric. Lapras is weak to fighting. Dragalge is weak to ice. Dragalge is weak to other dragons. And Dragalge is weak to ground. Escav's biggest weakness really is fire typing. The steel offsets a lot of the bug weaknesses, but steel's weak to fire, bug's weak to fire, so I'm double weak to fire. But I knowing that, knowing what the other two Pokemon are, the team complements itself and works together quite well. And so I lost the first two matches in a, we'll call it a fact-finding mission. I didn't even show you those matches. I'm probably not going to publish those, but since losing those first two matches, I'm on a 7-0 tear, and this team is great. And I'm tempted to actually run it again just for some ELO at the end of the day. So hope you enjoyed my explanations, and see you next time.